Orange. Orange is the third major antagonist and a monster the player encounters in the Rainbow Friends franchise. He appears alongside Purple in Night 3 of Chapter 1 and is last seen in the roller coaster ride found in Chapter 2. Sorry. Orange is present for half of the entire duration of Chapter 1 and is known for his incredible speed. He also makes a brief appearance towards Chapter 2's end and was the third monster to be introduced in the game. Appearance. Orange is a dinosaur reptilian rainbow friend reminiscent of a gecko but with orange skin. He is characterized by two bulging eyes, two rows of sharp conical teeth lining his elongated jaws. When running, he appears anthropomorphic and makes a pitter-patter sound while walking on his hind legs with his arms stretched out. Behavior. Chapter 1. Orange spends the vast majority of his time in his cave, only occasionally coming out to hunt players. He is very fond of food, as seen in his reaction to not being fed, where he will follow a fixed pathway marked by an orange line to the theater for food, killing any players he finds along the way. If the player gets too close to Orange during one of his feeding frenzies, he will chase them and kill them, regardless of whether or not when they're hiding in a box. Notifying arrows will appear above the player when he is targeting them. If the players don't feed Orange for 2 to 3 minutes, the food bowl will slowly enter an enraged state. Players can tell in advance when Orange is nearby by listening his audio cues, most notable of which being the loud stepping noises he makes when running. To avoid Orange, the player must use their box or a locker to hide, as Orange's incredible speed will result to a night immediate death. It is possible to escape him by cutting corners, but this method should not be relied on. He can also lose focus and be distracted by other players and may kill them before you. During that, it is advised to hide inside a box or a locker when his focus switches back to you. Chapter 2. Orange does not appear almost at all in this chapter except when he's one of the monsters that try to ambush you in hour 5. In other words, the first rainbow friend that does not appear in any of the hours except the final. Jump scare. First person. In his jump scare, Orange stands and looks at the player, then opens his mouth wide, rolls his eyes back, and starts biting them, presumably eating them. Because he's a fat ass who does nothing but eat. Third person. Orange grabs the player in his mouth and violently shakes them while repeatedly biting them, tearing them into shreds and probably eating them afterwards. Strategies. Whenever you're near Orange's cave, it's better to hide in a box if someone has not fed him. If you're passing by the cave, it's best to go feed him again before the 2 to 3 minutes are up. Sorry. Voice just doesn't want. Tips. Hide inside a box when entering Orange's hideout. As you can never tell when he will wake up. If Orange sees you while you're entering a box, he will divert from his normal path to kill you. He will later after. Don't let Orange see you hide. Trivia. Orange's gender is confirmed to be male in Chapter 1, Night 3's introduction dialogue. Red refers to Orange with male pronouns. Of course, as you know, as he, him. Orange, cyan, and yellow are the only rainbow friends that are different types of dinosaurs so far. Orange and blue are the only rainbow friends that rest in their hideout. Orange and the light blue slut are the only rainbow friends that communicate with dinosaur sounds. Yellow makes pterodactyl sounds. Green uses party-themed sounds, such as the party horn. And blue makes deep laughing like noises. And the sounds purple makes to communicate with are unknown. Orange along with green are the only monsters to follow a specific path. However, Orange can divert from his path if he spots a player. Orange is currently the smallest rainbow friend. However, this could be false as purple's true size is unknown, as their full body is never revealed. Or purple is definitely taller than orange, that's for sure. Orange will leave his cave in search of food if no one feeds him on night 3 and 4. However, be warned that feeding him does nothing. He is the fastest of the rainbow friends. It is impossible to outrun him. You can outrun him for I think 6 seconds or less. Once spotted by orange, the only way to survive is to hide in a box. This may not always work because orange can often catch up to you faster than you can hide. If orange targets another player while you are still being chased by him, you have enough time to hide. An alternative solution can be hiding in a set hiding spot around the map, such as lockers, crouch spaces, tables, etc. Orange vaguely resembles a dinosaur, such as a Cleistopesic or Velociraptor. Orange will possibly be played on presumably roleplay mode. It is likely Orange is one of the 3 prehistoric themed characters, with the 2 being yellow, an unidentified pterodactyl, and cyan, an unknown species of theropod. Orange plays a much smaller role in Chapter 2 compared to his role in Chapter 1. However, it is likely that the reason he's not included that much in Chapter 2 is due to the fact he's too similar to the light blue slut, as he's only seen in Chapter 2's roller coaster ride chase sequence. Orange has exactly 7 seconds of screen time in Chapter 2, including the cardboard cutouts. This makes him the rainbow friend with the least amount of total screen time, only having 2 nights in Chapter 1 and 7 seconds in Chapter 2. Orange is the most aggressive rainbow friend. This is shown in his insane behavior when hungry and being overfriend. Cyan is a close second, as seen in her behavior when she's aggro/posed to attack. Orange could possibly have eating disorders, as he always seems to be hungry and becomes hostile when not fed, but also becomes hostile when overfed. Abilities and weakness. Super strength. Orange is shown to have super speed. Orange is shown to have incredible speed, being able to easily outmaneuver players with it. Weakness, large appetite. Orange has a constant need for substance, making him a quite high maintenance rainbow friend. Helpful tips. Tip 1, feed Orange. He will not come out if you feed him. Tip 2, hide in a box. Orange will be harmless if you hide in a box. Tip 3, don't be caught by green when you are in a box. Stay away from the orange line, because green follows orange's line for some goddamn reason. And that's it. Overall, Orange is hard in Chapter 1 and easy in Chapter 2.